Now that we know the what and the why of self-awareness, we're going to practice the how. So take a deep breath in through the nose, out through the mouth. Take a few more on your own. Using your breath as a tool to land and ground you into the present moment. Now take a few seconds to ignite your five senses. What are the things that you see? What are some things that you hear? What about some things that you might smell? You could be chomping on chips right now. What are you tasting? Anything that you taste? And then lastly, anything that you can touch right now, like the sit points, if you're sitting in a chair, on a couch, or in your bed, or at the kitchen table. Feel the pressure, any temperature. So what can you actually feel right now? Maybe moving your hands back and forth, feeling your hands. Igniting those five senses really brings you into the present moment. And you're observing the outer world. And so as we know, sometimes the outer world plays a huge role in your inner world. So it's almost like this symbiotic relationship. You can think of like a clownfish and like an anemone. Think about the relationship that might have. And it's the same as the outer world and the inner world. So let's take a moment to do a check-in. So if you remember, there's three components of a check-in. There's your thoughts. What am I thinking in this moment? Sometimes when you shine a spotlight on your thoughts, they run and hide, but they'll come back. Don't worry. What are you feeling? What are your emotions? What are some of the emotions that you're feeling right now? Can you name them? And then take a moment to feel any sort of physical response, any body sensations that are going on. How's your stomach feel? Chest, neck, overall body, any sort of body sensations. And that's it. That's your check-in. Once you've done the check-in, you have information, right? You've got increased self-awareness. You know how you're feeling in the moment, other than just fine, good. Now you've got a better sense of what's going on in your outer world and how it relates to your inner world. And with this information you've collected, and it can happen, it doesn't have to happen in 3 minutes. You don't have to be like, hold on just a second. It can happen in like maybe 4 or 5 seconds, right? And so really taking stock of how you are in the moment builds self-awareness. And with that self-awareness, then you can actually create action. If you are in the red zone, you have some tools to be able to bring you back down to the yellow or the green zone. If you're in the green zone, you're like, sweet, keep going. If you're in the yellow zone, you're just like, wait a second, I could either go red here or I could really take a moment, know where I am, and then I can go back down to green. So it's super important in that split second to do that check-in as to figure out, where am I in this moment? And am I okay? And if I'm not, then what do I do? We can take control and take charge of how we're feeling to be able to do something about it. So that's the check-in. Try and notice it this week as you're practicing, just kind of awareness using your five senses and checking in with yourself using your thoughts, your emotions, any sort of physical body sensations, and notice how you're doing. Thanks.